Sir, you can start meeting.
So, Dipyanti has to start. No? Dipyanti has to start. Why is she not there? She has. आगे आ गई.
Hello. Yes,
Hello.
yes, I'll start now. Good evening to the shareholders. I, Dipyanti Jaswar, Company Secretary of the company, extends a warm welcome to all the shareholders present at this 30th Annual General Meeting. As the required quorum is present, I request Chairman Sir to start with the proceedings of the meeting. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Board of Directors of Geecee Ventures Limited, myself, Ashwin Kumar Kothari, welcome you all to the 38th Annual General Meeting of the company. We hope you and your family members are healthy, safe, and secure. This meeting is being held through audio-visual conference in accordance with the circular issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and the Securities and Exchange Board of India. The company has taken all feasible efforts to enable the members to participate through video conference mode and vote also at the AGM. As informed by the company secretary, the requisite quorum is present through video conference to conduct the proceedings of this meeting. Participation of members through video conference is being reckoned for the purpose of quorum as per the circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and Section 103 of the Companies Act of 2013. The quorum being present, I call this meeting to order. Let me start by introducing all my colleagues who are attending this meeting through video conferencing mode. First, I would like to call out the names of our independent directors. Mr. Rakesh Khanna, who is the Chairman of Audit and Nomination and Remuneration Committee. Mr. Suresh Tapuria, Chairman of the Stakeholders Relationship Committee. Mrs. Rupal Anand Vora, Mrs. Neha Bandyopadhyay, and Mr. Vallabh Prasad Dhyani. Other than the independent directors, other directors attending the meeting are Mr. Rohit Kothari, who is a non-executive director, Mr. Hari Singh Shyam Sukha, Mr. Gaurav Shyam Sukha, and Mr. Suresh Kumar Vasudevan Pillai, whole-time director. Mr. Vidit Dhandharia, Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Manish Bohra, Partner MRB and Associates, Chartered Accountants, Statutory Auditors, and Mr. Nishant Javasa, Proprietor of Nishant Javasa and Associates, Practicing Company Secretary and Secretarial Auditor are also present in this meeting. Mr. Nishant Javasa is also appointed as a scrutinizer for scrutiny of the votes cast through the remote e-voting platform and e-voting during the AGM. I now request the company secretary to provide general instructions to the members regarding participation to this meeting. Dipyanti, will you please take over?
Yes, thank you, Chairman Sir. Respected members of the company, I would like to list down some important points in respect of the 30th AGM of the company. This meeting is being held through audio-video conference mode in accordance with the directions issued by the MCA and SEBI. The Register of Directors and Key Managerial Persons, the Register of Contracts and Arrangements, and other documents mentioned in the AGM notice have been made available electronically for inspection by the members during business hours. Members seeking to inspect any of these documents can send their request to gc.investor@gcville.in. As the AGM is being held through video conference, the facility for appointment of proxies by the members is not applicable, and hence the proxy register for inspection is not available. The company has received request from a few members to register them as a speaker at this AGM, and accordingly, the floor will be open for those members to ask questions or express their views. We will facilitate this session once the questions and answer session begins. During the question and answer session, I will announce the names of the shareholders who have registered as speakers, and maximum time allowed to each speaker shareholder would be around 2 minutes. So members may also note that the company reserves the right to limit the number of members asking questions depending on the availability of time. For all queries with respect to the annual report or in case of any other clarifications, members are requested to write to us at gc.investor@gcwell.in. Those shareholders who are unable to speak due to connectivity issues will be allowed to speak once all other shareholders have given a chance to speak. The speaker shareholder will be put on mute mode by the host until the question and answer session starts. Once the names of the speaker shareholders are announced, the shareholder will be unmuted and has to select the video mode and start speaking. If any shareholder is unable to connect through video, then he or she can connect through audio only and ask questions. In accordance with the provisions of the Companies Act 2013 and SEBI Listing Obligations and Disclosure Requirements Regulation 2015, the shareholders were provided with an opportunity to cast their vote through the remote e-voting facility on the resolutions as set out in the notice convening this AGM. The remote e-voting period commenced at 9 a.m. on Saturday, that is 17 September 2022, and the facility was available to the shareholders till 5 p.m. on Tuesday, that is on 20th September 2022. Members who have cast their vote electronically and who are participating in this meeting will have an opportunity to cast their votes through the e-voting system provided by the NSDL during this AGM, which shall remain open for 15 minutes post the conclusion of the meeting. Thank you. Now I request Chairman Sir to address the shareholders. Sir, you can take over.
Good evening, shareholders. Thank you for your time today and for your continued faith in us as always. I would now like to give a brief insight of the company's performance in its all three business segments during the previous year, 2021-22. The Indian economy has been resilient and has recovered strongly post the pandemic. With regards to the real estate business, out of all the ongoing projects, the construction activity at the MIST Phase 2, located at Karjat, which was expected to get completed by December 2022, has got completed in August 2022. For Geecee Aspira 2006, the project located at New Panvel, Part OC till 12th floor was received on October 25th, 2021. The Proximus project at Chembur is progressing as per schedule and is targeted to get completed in the next financial year. Other than the ongoing projects, the company has entered into a lease agreement with CIDCO in respect of Emerald project located at Kharghar and has applied for commencement certificate for the project. Further, your company has been exploring redevelopment of societies in Mumbai region as one of the avenues for expanding its real estate segment and footprint. The company executed its first redevelopment agreement with the landowners at Lakshmi Kunj at Juhu in January 2022. This project has since commenced and is currently under construction. The company is exploring further tie-ups aggressively. The company has a large pool of liquid assets and there exists an opportunity to invest it very efficiently. The company endeavors to maximize its return on surplus funds within the parameters of prudent investment norms, giving the highest regard to the quality of credit risk to its investment and financing portfolio. The wind power division of Geecee Ventures Limited commissioned its operation in 2010 by setting up 5.35 megawatt wind turbine generators in Jodhpur district, Rajasthan. The entire power generated from these wind turbines is supplied to the power deficit state of Rajasthan. The company's total revenue from operations on standalone basis for this year ended March 31st, 2022 was rupees 9,312.96 lakhs as compared to 4,168.83 lakhs in the previous year. Profit after tax for the current year was 1,824.75 lakhs as compared to 1,260.23 lakhs, while the total comprehensive income of the company for the current year stood at 5,331.14 lakhs as compared to rupees 4,829.84 lakhs. Just speaking about the future outlook, the past 2 years have shown that we operate in a world which is not always predictable. The various measures taken by the real estate industry in general and the fiscal support provided by the government have also helped the real estate industry substantially. Consequently, your company is very positive on robust growth of this sector in the coming financial year. The focus will remain on continuous improvement to serve existing and new customers, as well as innovations in terms of design and development. Now I will move on to the rest of the proceedings of the meeting. The notice convening this meeting and the annual report containing the audited financial statements for the financial year 31st March 2022, along with the boards and auditors report and the management discussions and analysis report have already been circulated through email to all the shareholders. And with your kind permission, I take them as read. The statutory auditors, MRB and Associates, Chartered Accountants, and secretarial auditors, Nishan Javasa and Associates, practicing company secretaries, Mumbai, have expressed unqualified opinion in their respective audit reports for the year 2021-2022. Now I request the company secretary to take over the proceedings of the meeting and read the instructions regarding the e-voting during the AGM and other instructions. Can I request Dipyanti to please take over?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. As the notice of 38th AGM along with the integrated annual report was circulated to the members of the company, with your permission, we take it as read. I would also like to share that the resolutions in which the directors and promoters, members of the promoter group of the company were interested, were not entitled to vote, and they shall abstain from voting to approach such resolutions. I now take up the following resolutions as set out in the notice convening the 38th annual general meeting. Item number 1. Ordinary resolution for adoption of company's annual financial statements for the financial year ended 31st March 2022, along with the reports of boards and auditors thereon. Item number 2. Ordinary resolution for reappointment of retiring directors, Mr. Rohit Ashwin Kothari, who being eligible offers himself for reappointment. Item number 3. Ordinary resolution for reappointment of Messrs. MRB and Associates, Chartered Accountants, as the statutory auditors of the company and to fix their remuneration. Item number 4, ordinary resolution to ratify the remuneration of cost auditors for the financial year ending 31st March 2023. Item number 5, special resolution to reappoint Mr. Hari Singh Shamshuka, who as the whole-time director of the company for the period of 3 years and to fix his remuneration. Item number 6, special resolution to reappoint Mr. Suresh Kumar Vasudevan Vasatra Pillai as the whole-time director of the company, liable to retire by rotation for a period of 3 years and to fix his remuneration. Item number 7, special resolution for approval of material related party transactions between the Geecee Ventures Limited, hereinafter referred as the company, and its related parties to be valid from 30th annual general meeting. Item number 8, special resolution for approval of material related party transactions of Geecee Business Private Limited, a subsidiary with certain identified related parties of the company to be valid from 30th annual general meeting. Item number 9, special resolution for approval of material related party transactions of Geecee Fincap Limited, or wholly owned subsidiary of with certain identified related parties of the company to be valid from 30th annual general meeting. I would like to inform to the shareholders that the e-voting facility has been arranged during the meeting for all those shareholders who have not casted their votes during the remote e-voting platform in respect of all the resolutions set out in item numbers 1 to 9 of the notice convening this 30th annual general meeting. The members who have registered themselves as speaker shareholders may now ask questions pertaining to any item as set forth in the notice convening this AGM. Members are requested to keep all their questions brief and specific. To avoid repetition, the answers to all their questions will be provided at the end. Members may also note that the company reserves the right to limit the number of speaker shareholders asking their questions depending on the availability of time. Members may note that voting on NSL platform will continue to be available for the next 15 minutes after the conclusion of this AGM. Therefore, members who have not casted their votes yet are requested to do so. The results of voting shall be declared within 48 hours from the conclusion of this AGM. The results shall be intimated to the stock exchanges on which the company shares are listed, namely BSE Limited and NSE Limited. The results shall also be www.geecventures.com. Subject to the receipt of resolutions as set forth in the notice shall be deemed to have been passed today. Now I will announce the names of the speaker shareholders one by one who have registered to speak at the AGM. Once I call out the name of the shareholder and unmute them, I request him or her to share his or her thoughts, opinion, and queries. Once you had concluded, I will mute the shareholder and then the next shareholder will be called upon to speak. All queries, including the ones which the company has received in advance, will be replied by the directors after all the speakers have been given an opportunity to speak. So I will call out the name of the shareholder speakers. Mr. Anil Champaklal Parekh. Mr. Parekh, it seems is not available.
The person with the said name is not connected in the meeting.
Yes, Mr. Vaibhav Bajdatia. But is he also there? Yeah, he's there.
Yes. Hello. Am I audible? Hello. Good evening.
Yes, Mr. Weber, we are able to hear you. You can go forward.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you very much for allowing me to speak at this platform. I would just like to extend my appreciation to the entire management team for the long-term vision which they are working with, and I am totally in agreement with the management's vision. Thank you very much.
Okay, Mr. Next, we move on. Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. You can hear
Yes.
me? Yes.
Yes. Hear me.
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you. Please go ahead.
I am just trying to get the video, but video is not starting.
Yeah, it's okay, ma'am. You can speak.
Yeah, I'll speak. Video also started, ma'am.
Yes. We can see
With all difficulty I have done today here, Before that I had asked you. Anyway, a lot of struggling. From half an hour I was struggling, I and my husband, both of us were struggling,
Yes,
Anyway, it's at least we succeeded, Okay. Now I come to the formal. Respected Chairman, Chairman, sir, you can see me?
I'm listening, madam.
Yeah, you can see me. I feel so happy.
Yes, I can see you now.
Next year it should be physical, because right from when you came with the IPO, I've been attending this AGM,
Yes,
so
I remember.
now last 2-3 years we are attending like this, Anyway, then other members of the board, my fellow shareholders, I am Mrs. C.E. Mascarenas. I am attending from Mumbai. First of all, I must give a big thanks to Company Secretary Dipanti Jaiswal. I think last year she could not. She got a nice Baba boy, and I also congratulated her. And thank you for giving me and sending on e-notice of the annual report, and also registering me as a speaker, and also telling me you come like this. This all means not a direct link, Anyway, thank you very much. Now I'm going to the annual report, very simple but informative. Our revenues are up. PAT is up. But little bit, I am little not that comfortable. No dividends, sir. I know you are plowing back. You have got a lot of estate projects, rebuilding and all that. But we have got very small minds. We always think that we should get some dividend, because senior citizens, after all. Maybe in future you will do, because this year I feel there are some 2-3 projects because the Juhu project may be quite a prestigious, because the area is like prestigious, So I think Juhu project will be quite a prestigious project. So that way you are plowing back this dividend. Anyway, good. I of course appreciate the CSR work done, and also I would like to know that lot of ESG things initiatives are taken. Here, I would like to know that whether you are going for rating of the ESG, because ESG contains everything. So if rating is done, then which rating agency, and what is our rating score? Now, when I went to the balance sheet, I saw total of 7 projects. Out of these 7, 2 are in Rajasthan. So remaining 5 are in Mumbai. And out of that, I think one is at Chembur. The Chembur is on the verge of finishing. And one, I think, at Khargar. We have total, we are having 3 verticals. One is real estate. Second is generation of electricity through windmills, that is in Jodhpur in Rajasthan. How much sort of revenues we are getting by this electricity generations, and do we get electricity throughout the year? Because what I'm understanding, in this windmills only in when hot sun is there or when good wind is there. So could you throw some light so that I understand, And your third vertical is mobilization of capital, investing the funds of the company in shares, stocks, debt instruments, and other securities. I would like to know who is the expert guide and all, who must be guiding you where to invest and how to invest and which will give, and how much are you how much are you making in this sort of double digit gain or what? Such throw light, because I still have not understood, and being e-copy, I could not even read properly because I find difficult for the eyes. So I read only 15-20 pages, and if I get a physical, then I go from first till the last page, So, and then what happens when I have to write on a page and keep. Whereas that annual report physical, I have to only put kaplis, like old ways we used to do. So put the kapli, and then I just move that kapli and I try to get my clarification. Rest, I don't want to say more. I wish I have supported all the resolutions. I wish my company all the best, and main important, good health, sir, for you also, the entire team also, good health, and also my shareholders, because I sincerely believe health is wealth. And if health is there, wealth will come automatically. With this, thank you. And now Mr. AP Mascarenhas will also speak.
I'm also a registered shareholder, and I've been associated with this company for a very long time. So I start my speech. Respected Chairman, sir, very distinguished members of the board, and my fellow shareholders. Good evening to you all. My name is Aloysius Mascarenhas. At the outset, I thank the management, company secretary, and the team for sending me the e-balance sheet, which I received on time. It is simple, informative, transparent, and above all, adhering to all the parameters required for a good corporate governance. Though our results are not good, because the dividend is not paid. When dividend is paid, it shows that the results are good, because the economic progress of the company is shown by dividend, and the track record of dividend shows the progress of the company. Anyway, we'll see next time. Many questions have been asked by my wife and predecessor shareholder. I would not like to repeat what has been said, so I end my speech wishing you personally, all the board members, and more importantly, all the employees, all the very best in the days and years to come. We are in the midst of a festive season, so I wish each one of you all a very happy festive season. With this, thank you very much for patient hearing.
Thank you so much, sir. I will have to call the next speaker, Ms. Meeta Shah. Hello, Ms. Meeta Shah. Adesh are not available. Miss
We have
Vasudha.
sent you request to unmute. Please unmute, ask your question.
या हेलो
Yes, 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 Miss Smita.
हाँ मैडम आवाज आ रही है मेरी
Yes, yes, we can.
ओके ओके माननीय चेयरमैन सर और अन्य माननीय डायरेक्टर्स सर, मैं बम्बई से स्मिता शाह बात करती हूँ। सर पहले तो मैं कहूँगी कि हम आप 3 साल से हम जो ये वीसी माध्यम से मिल रहे, तो सर मैं पहले तो कंपनी सेक्रेटरी मिस दीपवंती का मैं बहुत बहुत आभार मानती हूँ, क्योंकि बहुत ही हमें हेल्पफुल रही है और उसकी मदद से ही हम आज आपके साथ 3 साल से बात कर पा रहे हैं। सो बहुत ही गुड इन्वेस्टर सर्विस, गुड नेचर और एक्सेलेंट बैलेंस शीट के लिए मैं दीपवंती को मैं अपना हार्डली धन्यवाद देती हूँ और अभिनंदन और फ्यूचर की शुभकामना। और सर आपने भी फ्यूचर्स में आपने कंपनी के बारे में बहुत सारा कुछ बता दिया है, तो ऑलरेडी सर बस मैं तो इतना ही कहूंगी कि सर मुझे पता है कि आप बहुत कंपनी को आगे बढ़ाने की अच्छी मेहनत और हार्डवर्क के साथ आगे बढ़ाने की कोशिश कर रहे हो। सो हमारी शुभकामना आपके साथ है कि बस ईश्वर आपकी हेल्थ अच्छी बनाए रखे और आप यूं ही आगे बढ़ते रहे। और सर बस जल्दी से आप चौगुनी तरक्की के साथ कंपनी को आगे बढ़ाकर हमें डिविडेंड लिस्ट पर आकर सब डिविडेंड जरूर देने की कृपा करें। बाकी तो हमारा एज यूजुअल हमेशा की तरह हम आपके साथ रहे। मैं जरूर कहूंगी आप आगे आगे बढ़ते रहे, हम आपके साथ है। सो एज यूजुअल आज के सभी रिजोल्यूशन में मैं फुल्ली सपोर्ट करती हूँ और सर आशा करती हूँ और पूरा विश्वास के साथ कहूंगी कि नेक्स्ट ईयर आप हमें एजीएम में मिलेंगे, फिजिकल एजीएम में मिलेंगे। हम आपके साथ बस तब तक रहे आप गुड हेल्थ वेल के साथ और आने वाले सभी त्योहारों की मैं शुभकामना करती हूँ सर। और सर चालू रखिए, भरत साहब बात करते हैं, सर चालू रखिए।
हेलो मैम।
माननीय चेयरमैन श्री, सर आवाज आ रही है ना? हेलो
स्मिता मैम।
हाँ हेलो, हाँ आवाज आ रही है ना? हेलो आवाज आ रही है? आवाज आ रही है ना?
आ रहा है सर।
हाँ माननीय चेयरमैन श्री और अन्य माननीय डायरेक्टर सर, मैं ज्यादा टाइम नहीं लूंगा, 1-1.5 मिनट लूंगा। मेरी कोई क्वेरी नहीं है सर, मैं आपका शेयर होल्डर वर्षों से हूँ और आप न्यूट्रली कंपनी को चला रहे हैं सर, हमेशा शेयर होल्डर को रिस्पेक्ट दिया है। शेयर होल्डर की क्वेरी हो तो आप रिस्पेक्ट दिया है, शेयर होल्डर को अच्छा रिटर्न दिया है, तो मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद मानता हूँ। और बहुत कंपनी को आप आगे लेके जा रहे हो न्यूट्रली, तो अपनी कंपनी बहुत आगे बढ़ी थी। ईश्वर को प्रार्थना है अपनी कंपनी 2 दिन 2 गुनी रात 4 गुनी आगे बढ़े, बहुत बहुत आगे बढ़े सर। और मैं सर कंपनी सेक्रेटरी दीपवंती जी और उनकी पूरी टीम को बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूं सर। हमेशा शेयर होल्डर को रिस्पेक्ट देते हैं, शेयर होल्डर की कोई क्वेरी है तो सोल्व करते हैं, बेस्ट इन्वेस्टर सर्विस दे रहे हैं। तो मैं दीपवंती जी और उनकी पूरी टीम को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ सर। और सर आने नेक्स्ट ईयर हो सके तो सर फिजिकल मिलेंगे तो आत्मीयता का बढ़ावा होगा। तो आपको मिले 3 साल हो गए तो नेक्स्ट ईयर जरूर फिजिकल एजीएम में मिलेंगे। सारे त्योहारों की मैं शुभकामनाएं देता हूँ सर। और आपकी हेल्थ वेल्थ अच्छी रहे, हेल्थ वेल्थ अच्छी रहे, कंपनी बहुत आगे बढ़े, बस ईश्वर को प्रार्थना है। सारे रिजोल्यूशन में मेरा पूरा सपोर्ट है। थैंक यू वेरी मच सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच। जय हिंद, जय श्री कृष्ण।
थैंक यू सो मच। मिस वसुधा तकवे। Hello.
Can you hear me, ma'am? Thank
Yes,
you.
yes, we can hear. We can hear.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Very
Yes.
good afternoon, respected chairman, chairperson, board of directors, and my fellow shareholders. Myself, Vasudha from Thane. I would like to congratulate our company secretary team for helping me to join this meeting time to time. Most of the question was asked by my previous shareholders. I don't want to waste time. With this, I support all the resolution. Thank you very much. And my best wishes for coming Dasera and Diwali festival. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Mr. Bimal Agarwal. Not there. Mr. Yogesh. So we have no other speaker shareholders now. So I would request Gaurav sir to address the queries of the shareholders.
Thank you, shareholders. Thank you, Chairman, sir.
वसुधा मैम प्लीज आपको प्लीज म्यूट कर दीजिए.
So Ms. Mascarenas had asked a few queries. I would just like to address them. ESG rating, as of now, our company is not getting ESG rating done. We are exploring the possibilities of getting the ESG rating done. Probably in times to come, we will get this rating done. Regarding the projects, you had a question that there are a couple of projects in Rajasthan and 5 projects in Mumbai. The 2 projects in Rajasthan are basically the power generation projects. They are located at 2 different sites in Rajasthan. They were both commissioned in the same year. With regard to the power projects, you had a question regarding the revenue. The revenue in the year ended 31st of March 2022 was about 2.85 crores. That was the revenue out of the power generation. And yes, the power generation is a seasonal generation because of the very nature of the power generators. Wind is high during the from the months of May to September. That's when we have 90% of the generation, and the balance of the year we have only 10% of generation. So the revenue is higher between the months of May to September. Investments, we are taking advice from a lot of brokers and a lot of investment advisors, and the target is to get a return of 15% on the investment which we are making. This is for the equity investments. For the debt investments, we try and better the yield curve which is depicted by the Geecee. Fortunately, we have been able to achieve these returns. I don't think there were any other questions. So, Dipyanti, back to you. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Gaur sir. I would now request Chairman sir to kindly give the closing remarks to Chairman.
Co-directors, and thank you all the shareholders. I would like to express our appreciation and gratitude to every person associated with the company, and special thanks to the government authorities, the company's bankers, dealers, suppliers and contractors, subcontractors, consultants and all other partners for their ongoing support and assistance. I continue to look at Geecee Ventures with great optimism and as a company with great deal of resilience. The road ahead is exciting and promising. I wish to place on record my deep sense of gratitude to my colleagues on the board for their counsel and support. I would also like to acknowledge the contribution and commitment of all our employees for their consistent level of performance, dedication, loyalty, and efforts in achieving the company's goals. My speech would not be complete without thanking my shareholders for their ongoing trust and support and the confidence they have shown in the company's operations. I look forward to your continued blessings in the coming years. Hope you have a happy Diwali and Dussehra in the coming days. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Now we close the meeting. Bye. We leave the meeting.
What is the e-voting time? End time?
The time is 4:34 p.m.
E-voting end time.
Dipyanti? Oh, it's 15 minutes from the end of this meeting.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, so it's about 4:35, so it should be till 4:50.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.